There are many moving parts to finding a wife, just like there are many moving parts to investing in real estate. This is exactly the reason why I would normally say real estate investment is like dating or trying to date the hottest chick on the block without taking the time to fully understand what you're getting into. Something like that can hurt you for the rest of your life. Now, let me say why I'm saying this. There's two concepts that I want you to take away here today. There is the EDMP, which is the emotional decision making process, and the RDMP, the relationship decision making process. You would agree that very often you may walk, you may drive, you may see a hot chick on the block, and you just want to get connected with that chick and perhaps immediately get that chick in the sack. That is how some men are focused. But when you apply this principle, that same principle, emotional decision making process to real estate investment, it can hurt you tremendously. It can possibly hurt you for the rest of your life if you make a really, really messed up investment decision. This is one of the reasons why I keep emphasizing whether you're investing in real estate or any form of investment, you need to get the emotion out of the window. Here is where you need to throw the bathwater and the baby once it is based on an emotional decision outside. That's not the kind of decision that you want to make, period. The decision that you want to be making, it must be based on the RDMP, which is the relationship-based, the relationship decision-making process. Now, what is this based on? Yes, you see the hottest chick in the block, and instead of you going into a mindset that is saying, I want to link up and I want to get this chick in the sack instantly, that's not the mindset. The mindset is now you want to build a relationship with this chick. You want to get to know this chick to really see if this chick is wife material before you make an investment decision. The same principle applies to real estate investment. You just don't look at the exterior of a building and make an investment decision. The thing that you want to do, and this is for beginners in this field, the thing that you want to do is to really take your time to ask yourself, yes, the exterior is looking beautiful, but is there any functional or physical depreciation, functional obsolescence, or economic obsolescence? You want to know. This is called building the relationship, and you're leveraging here the appraisal process to build relationship with the investment portfolio. A number of things can go wrong when you make an emotional decision. Let's take, for example, you make an emotional decision. You see the hot chick. You set out to connect with the hot chick. You get the hot chick in the bed, and then you recognize that, hey, the hot chick get pregnant. And she get pregnant with triplets. So it's now 1 court bill you got to deal with. You got to deal with 3 court bill. That's absolute madness. And you don't intend to spend an entire life with this chick. That is madness. And that happens when you make emotional decision in investment. It can hurt you for the rest of your life. And that's the kind of decision that you don't want to make. We want to talk about the RDMP, which is the relationship-based decision-making process. You want to leverage this. And what is this talking about? This is simply saying that you're taking the time to get to know the hottest chick on the block, to make an informed and educated decision if this hot chick lives up to your expectations. The same principle applies to the real estate. You don't look at the exterior and make an investment decision. You want to get close up and personal with this potential income producing asset and build that relationship out with that asset. So here is where you analyze if there is physical depreciation, functional obsolescence, or economic obsolescence. And a clear example that I want to give here. Let's take, for example, you buy a 10-story building, a 50-unit apartment, and the seller did not disclose that there is some degree of functional obsolescence. In this particular case, we are talking about the boiler that sends heat throughout the entire building, 10-story, 50 units, and it has functional obsolescence. And the functional obsolescence is also incurable, meaning that if something goes wrong in 6 months to a year, if so long, with the boiler, you cannot replace a part. You have to replace the entire infrastructure around sending heat throughout the 10-story, 50-unit building. That is going to cost you a whole lot of money. And if you don't have the pocket, and if even you have the pocket, that is something you just don't want to overlook. But when you're making an emotional decision, EDMP, as against a relationship decision, RDMP, you end up hurting yourself tremendously. So just don't look at a hot chick on the block and make a decision. I want to connect and get this hot chick in the bed. Make a decision. I want to build a relationship with this hot chick. See if she's wife material, and then make that decision if you're going to go the step forward. The same principle applies to real estate investment. My name is Gary Thompson. I want to encourage you to like, subscribe, and share, and make your comment so I can get feedback from you and learn how you're thinking. Be blessed, and see you soon.